Welcome to Behind the Fade podcast. I'm your host, Ian Wanamaker. My co-host here, Davion Tyson. And yeah, welcome in. This is the barbershop, so
this is where the fades happen.
this is where everything goes down. It's been a barbershop for about 50 years, so we gotta keep it going.
Ron, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Ron.
Shout out to Ron for the barbershop. Good guy, great guy.
Well, let's kick it off. We already kicked it off once, so you guys know.
Take two.
Take two. It's technical difficulties. We're already explaining the technical difficulties to you guys, but as he said, this will be our first podcast. Behind the Fade is the name of the podcast. It's something we decided since we're doing it in a barbershop to show you a little bit behind the life of a barber. I'm not a barber. I'm going to clarify this now.
He pretends barber sometimes for videos, you know.
You know what I'm saying? I'll pretend for the skits and stuff, but I'm not an actual barber. I can cut your hair if you want to.
Yeah, he can. Back in the day, I remember I was about 12 years old. Davion had a pair of clippers. He's like 15 at the time. He's like, come on down, I need a fresh cut. I'm like, all right. Pull up in the garage, and he's just out there like fading, fucking my shit up. No, not really. He wasn't that bad, but.
No, I probably realistically was. I remember I cut some dude's hair to a bald like 2 days later, and I decided I was cutting hair no more.
Oh, yeah.
I know you are, you know who you are. It's good between us. But yeah, I'll start this now. So a little bit about me. My name's Davion. I was born in Lima, raised in Delphus, Northwest Ohio.
419.
Yeah, 419 representative.
Put 419 on the map here.
I grew up my whole life playing sports, just kind of a sheltered kid living in Delphus. Love sports. It was always going to matter to me. Eventually got some scholarship offers for football and decided to play football at Ball State. After that, I moved back home and moved to Arizona shortly after moving back home. Moved to Arizona for about 4 years and then came back to Ohio about a year ago. Really just trying to save up money and figure out what's next. Done this content stuff before a couple times. Had weird interviews and stuff with. So Ian knows kind of savvy, I'd say, with content stuff. So he hit me up one day, asked me to make videos. I seen he was popping off on some videos, so I came over. When we knew we were making a video, we were like, we should just make a podcast. So that's kind of how we got here. Now, short story of how I got to where we are right now. You got here, Ian?
How I got here, after high school, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So I was working in a factory, and about a year and a half out, I was like, you know what, I think I'm going to start cutting hair. I just want to be able to, make people feel good about themselves, come in, get a haircut. You always leave feeling better than when you came in. And so that's what I wanted to do. I quit my factory job, started cutting hair, jacking up on my friends in the basement. Shout out to you guys for letting me do that. And watching YouTube all the time, learning how to do all these fades, and eventually taking it here to barbershop. And yeah, the rest has been history. We started getting the content going on Instagram a little bit, some funny videos here and there. And yeah, and I was like, all right, now let's get this podcast thing going because you know a thing or two about doing this kind of work. So here we are now. We're gonna give you guys a good podcast, keep you entertained, tell you our hobbies, talk conspiracies, talk sports, talk just anything real life because that's what you guys want to hear is real stuff. We're not just gonna make up things. We're gonna be authentic and real, give it to you, no sugarcoating. But
yeah, you might see us get into an argument one day.
Yeah.
So we'll get both very, very strong beliefs about things. And it'll never be more fist fighting or anything, but it might be a little controversy behind the podcast. But
yeah,
that's just keeping it real, keeping it raw for you guys. Everybody has their own beliefs, everybody has their own values. I respect everybody's values, but as an individual, we also have our own. So, you're ready for just about anything. It could be, we come in here wearing camo one day with a beer mounted. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Fresh off a fishing trip, you never know. Been doing a lot of fishing this summer. It's been pretty nice, Me and Davion started fishing the canal when he was about 10 years old.
Yeah.
Catching big fish in the canal.
Big fish.
Nothing in there besides some little bluegill we still try.
Yeah, it's a little, the Miami-Dade Canal, for those of you that don't know, it's a little, I would just call it a canal, I would call it a creek. And we used to try to fish there for hours. We'd go there for hours and hours and hours. now. You know, we're older. It's kind of crazy to look back and see like we're taking trips 2 hours away to go fishing. One of our buddies has a boat. You know, life. I think they say what goes around comes around. It's crazy to see that as an adult. You still enjoy to do the things that you did as a kid.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so yesterday had a good fishing time. One of our good friends, Alex Roby, took him out fishing with his wife Sophie, and she caught about an 8-pound bass. So fishing's ruined for the rest of the year. So not gonna catch anything bigger than that. So every fish we catch is gonna be tiny. But I think me and Davion might go fishing later today. You know, go out, rip some lips in the river. But
Yeah, let's just put it
we're
this
in
way.
Ohio.
Alex, something's wrong with you. I texted Alex. I was just going through Snapchat yesterday, just clicking through, seeing the pictures, and I seen this woman holding this fish bigger than her almost. And I just sent him, well, what the hell? Can I do that? And this man just goes on to explain to me, oh yeah, it's just a 7-pound bass my wife caught. If you knew Alex, you would understand. This dude, if you were my girlfriend or my wife and you caught that fish, I would text all my friends instantly. They're all gonna know that you just caught this fish. And I was just chill about it. Like, this was just a bass my wife caught.
Now, what would you describe the feeling of catching just like a huge fish? Like, if you could describe the feeling? Like, because a lot of people don't fish, but they want to get into it, and a lot of people can't just like fish and go out and just catch a big fish the first time, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, what would you describe the feeling of catching a huge fish to somebody?
It's like a roller coaster almost. Have you ever been on a roller coaster? I've never hunted deer, but it's a lot like I imagine buck feeders. Like, not to the extent, but like, because you're gonna catch more fish than you're gonna kill deer. But it's like the one day I caught that crappie. I was casting in this honey hole in the river. I cast it out. We were catching smallmouth on there. I was using the Senko and just catching ruined bass after bass after bass. And I remember casting out and hooking onto the crappie and being like, oh, this is like a 2 or 3 pound bass. And I started reeling in and it swam sideways when it got about 5 or 10 feet away from me. And all I seen was like a silver ship just shine through the water. And I was like, I looked over at Tyler. We were one of our good friends, Tyler, at the time. And I looked over at Tyler and I was like, it's a crappie! And he started running over to me, and I remember just pulling the fish out of the water. I didn't grab it or nothing. I just yanked it out of the water with my pole and reached over and just high-fived Tyler. And we were screaming in the middle of the river. Like, it's just a moment, like, especially as a grown man, you're not going to have like a moment where you're screaming with your best friend in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's just an adrenaline rush, and it's just really, what it comes down to being a big fish is it's going to be a moment that you'll cherish and you'll remember forever. Like, I guarantee Alex's wife, she may never catch a fish like that again.
Yeah.
It'll be something she talks about for the next 50, her grandson goes fishing in 50 years, and she's like, you ain't gonna catch no 7-pound bass.
Yeah, the legendary bass. Oh yeah, but no, yeah, fishing is a good time. Just get out in nature, you know, I feel like it helps everything all around. I feel like being outside in nature, just your mental gets clear, you know, you just clear your thoughts, you go out there, nothing but birds chirping, the water flowing, and, you know, just having a good time with your buddies, and that's what it's all about. Especially around here, you know, it's not like a whole lot of big activities to do, so what we gotta do is go walk through the river, get fishing poles, catch some fish, and you know, that's all we need. We have a great day doing that.
And you also bird hunt as well. Ian's doing it. I only fish, guys. The only reason I'm using the gun is because you walked in my house. Ian, how is it, how'd you get into the bird hunting? I know it has something to do with Alex for sure.
Oh yeah, Alex is all around hunting. He's my best friend. He knows how to hunt. We've been shooting birds, deer, pretty much anything you can around here in Ohio. And so like 3 4 summers ago, Alex got me into dove hunting. We go out, start shooting these birds, and I had no clue what I was doing, but I knew it was just so much fun going out there. It's a different feeling, you know, getting to harvest your own animals, you know. We just go out there, cook afterwards, cook them up, and they're just so tasty, delicious. That's just what it's all about, is going out, having a good time, and, you know, doing stuff just like they did back in the old days.
Acres now.
Yeah, honestly, you can't really describe the feeling to anybody unless you've done it. It's like, you gotta experience it for yourself for sure.
Yeah, see, I think the issue is a lot of people aren't going to understand that. I'd say, okay, I'm going to have audio missing for about 3 seconds right there.
Alright.
But some people, you know, like, For example, like I've never killed a bird, but I feel like some people would look at killing birds different than killing a deer, but at the same point in time, how I was raised is if you have to go get food and like I can go kill 10 birds in one day and bring it back and we can eat for 2 weeks and instead of going to the grocery store and spending $200 I'm going to go kill that many birds. I feel like some people don't view it like that. Some people look at it as like we're just trying to kill the birds. Where do you stand on that? Like, do you feel like there should be like limits on birds and things like that, or do you think it should just be a survival of the fittest?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you think about it though, all the stuff that you like see in the stores today, it's so the birds that are raised in those coops and stuff, they're just pumped with all these hormones, all the bad stuff. Like they're not living a good, happy life. Like these birds that we're finding out in the wild, like they live the happy, good life, all natural, all like real ingredients. They're not pumped with all these hormones and fake stuff. Like you're eating real meat. Like when you go to the grocery and buy all that stuff, you don't know how it was raised. Like if it was, you know, pumped just with crap all the time. Like then you're eating that, you know.
Yeah.
These birds out in the wild, they're just living their life freely, you know, just like living a good, happy life. And those taste so much better. You can tell the difference if it's like wild or if it's stuff that's been raised in a cage all its life. You know, it's so different. But we obviously always follow every law. Like we catch our limit, you know, get the limit, and we're done. You know, and we just like to respect the birds and respect the nature, and you know, just make sure we got permission, everything's going good, and you know, we're not out here poaching or nothing crazy. So.
Oh, I actually heard that on I think it was a Joe Rogan podcast. He was saying something about like if you go elk hunting or something like Montana, like you'll never have better meat than like if you shoot someone that lives in the mountains that's been surviving and like you'll never taste better than that. And I can agree with that just off of my grandma. She used to have like the homestead. Shout out to Granny. She used to just get like 2 cows, a couple pigs, a couple chickens every year, and she would feed us. She'd give us like half a cow. My mom's from the kids, and she'd give us like half a cow every year. And I used to just like when I was there about the same time that I was gaining weight for football and stuff. So I remember just going downstairs and deep freezing in the beginning of the day, just pulling out like 4 steaks.
Yeah, it's
like,
real.
I'm gonna eat all of this, but like 4 steaks, if you go to the grocery store and buy it, you're spending $9.
Oh, easily.
And it's like my grandma just raised this thing and fed it grass for a couple months, and now we get to eat for the whole winter.
Exactly, you know exactly where it's from, how it's raised, you know. But yeah, hunting, fishing, that stuff is all just very good hobbies to get into.
Ian's also a very, very good disc golf.
Oh, disc golf, yeah, we went out and do some disc golfing every now and then. That's a pretty fun game.
We'll have to, we can figure out how to do it for the first podcast. Not the first one, we'll definitely have some clips here actually, but there's a couple of clips of us last time we went disc golfing. If I could put those in here and play your top of this, you guys can see.
Oh yeah.
We're experts.
Yeah, and also golfing, that could be fun too. You know, golfing's one of them games you can play when you're like 80 years old.
I actually went golfing yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, me, Brendan, T-Brat, T-Brat, and Caleb shot scramble. Me and Brendan versus Tyler and Caleb shot 50 in front right.
Yeah.
So shot 15 over. Not very good, but it's only because me and Brendan this one time got stuck in the trees and we could not get it. If it was for like 2 holes, we probably would have shot like maybe 2 or 3 over. But there's 2 holes that we just could not.
Oh yeah, golf's one of them games can be so frustrating, but also when you have a good shot, it's just so satisfying and just feels rewarding afterwards. But
I think I like golf because, like, and I don't even golf that much, but I think I enjoy golf because it's a lot, like, obviously growing up being an athlete, it's something that takes you back to that, like, and it's not straining to practice golf. I mean, it can be obviously with your back and your hips and your shoulders and stuff like that. Like, you hit the ball, it slices, and you're like, okay, so now, next time I need to hit the same way, but I need to turn my golf club. So then now if I do slice, it goes straight. It's just learning like the little meticulous things and like find out how to be that 1% better for the next time you hit.
Oh yeah.
I think that's my favorite part.
Yeah, and I feel like with golf sometimes people get like so into it and they get like so mad after a bad shot and the rest of your day is just thrown off. It's like, I don't know, you go out there and have fun with some buddies, you know, driving around the golf carts, having fun, and that's just what it's all about, just having a good time. Some people take it so serious and it's just like not fun, you know.
Some of those people are betting like $50 a hole through 18 holes.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah, no.
that's mine.
Yeah, I ain't that good. I ain't that good at all. But, no, it's fun. It's fun to get out and just be outside with the boys, have a couple brewskis maybe, something like that.
I'd say another big hobby of mine one of these days is food.
Food?
I love some good food.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's like probably one of my favorite reasons to travel.
Mhm.
Is for food. Like I always tell my family that I want to go to Japan, try like Japanese food. I want to go to China, try Chinese food. I want to go to Italy,
Authentic
try
stuff.
pasta.
Mhm.
I just want to try every place's food for like I live in America, and I'm pretty sure if I didn't live here and I was living somewhere else, I'd probably be like, I want to go try some soul food. I
Yeah.
want to go try to see what this tastes, what's meatloaf tastes like.
Uh-huh.
But as being up here, I've always wanted to try other people's food. And
Yeah.
and I love Mexican food. I love Chinese food. So I can only imagine the actual food in those places. Like when I went to Mexico one time, I think I spent like $25 and we got like 4 whole chickens.
Mhm.
Just cut it in front of us and we got taco shells, all the side. It was like $40. If you guys come to America and try to do this, you're
Yeah.
gonna spend $200.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that stuff too with the Orca, with all the people that are like, all the foreigners that are like talking about like what it's like to be in America?
Yeah, I heard like they were trying to like smuggle ranch back and stuff.
Yes.
Like ranch, like they thought the ranch was really good here or something.
They're gonna be free refills. There's one dude that got like 7 drinks before his meal came. He didn't understand the refills were free.
That is crazy.
There's a dude named Freddie. You guys have been following Freddie too, like me, shout out to you. There's a guy named Freddie on Instagram or Twitter or something. I just got to the point where he pops up all the time. But he has been like Target for the first time. He called Taco Bell the Holy Land. So they went to Twin Peaks for the first time. These guys walked out of Twin Peaks like this. I don't know.
Yeah.
How do we tell our wives about this?
Literally, yeah, that's crazy. I've never been to a Twin Peaks or Hooters, honestly. Aren't they pretty similar?
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Like Twin Peaks is just a newer Hooters. I always went to Hooters back in the day. Shout out to Grandma.
Grandma took you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
We used to the Fort Wayne Comets. They have a base or a hockey game every year.
Uh-huh.
You got like all A's and B's on your report card. You got to go to the Comets game for free.
Oh heck
Yeah,
yeah.
every time we went there, my grandma would take us to Hooters.
Nice.
Like me and all my friends, my buddies, and all like my older cousins, with all the boys, honestly. We go there and get some wings, and I'd hear us being a little kid, and they're like, "What about a hockey game?"
Yeah, what hockey game?
We're leaving?
Wait, you went to a
Why?
hockey game? Oh gosh, yeah. Exactly. How about this?
Oh, hi guys.
We
Got some
Philadelphians pop walking by.
very friendly city, but it way back.
That's how people are around here, though. Like sometimes people are a little closed-minded sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a lot of people would do things like we're doing right now. I feel like in Delphus there's a lot of people that have had the ideas, make the content.
Mhm.
But being from a place like this, it's not like being from New York or in Atlanta or even in Ohio, somewhere like Cincinnati or Columbus. Like everybody kind of has their life figured out. That lives here, they kind of know what they do, and I'm not knocking for that. They found their groove and they're staying in it. But
Yeah.
a lot of people, it doesn't make sense to them to start a podcast and like trying to explain to your friends sometimes. Like we have great friends, so they're not saying anything to us about it. But a lot of times, people that do go here, you have your friends that are going to say, it's probably not a good idea. You're never going to make it anywhere. Or,
Yeah.
but I feel like if you go into your podcast with that, if that's what you're doing your podcast for, you're not doing your podcast for the right reason in the first place. Like we're just two kids that want to two men now, that want to tell their story, and I feel like that's some people are scared of, and it's holds a lot of people back from doing something like this.
Oh yeah.
Even if us doing this podcast gets a little kid from Memphis one day to get a computer and get a laptop and
Yeah.
figure out how he's going to do his podcast or start a streamer or something, and then he makes it, like I feel like that was a success because we were like the pioneers now at this point.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Like it's kind of crazy to me. I even had like a lot of people like DM me and stuff saying like, "Oh my gosh, like, you inspired me to start like making like funny videos, like whether it's someone in a salon or like barbershop or whatever." But like it's kind of crazy how you can like just it's a ripple effect. You kind of can start inspiring other people and people see what you're doing. You just got to go into it like this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do, and do it. It's not like a lot of it is overthinking. Everybody overthinks things. Of course, every post that anybody's ever made, I feel like you overthink a little bit. Like, oh, who's going to think about this? What's this person going to think about that? You can't really care about that. You just got to go into it like this is what I believe in. I think this is good content, funny, or inspiring or whatever, and just put it out there, and somebody is going to gain something from it, whether it's just a quick laugh or it's inspiring in some type of way, like,
I believe it's always going to be a joke until you do it.
yeah.
Like, it's always going to be a joke that you're going to have a million followers. It's always going to be a joke that you're going to quit your job and do a podcast. But then there's going to be that day where if it does come for you, there's going to be a day where like maybe you call your boss and you're like, hey, I'm making good enough money to do this on the side, and I don't want to come into work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're like, what do you do for work? Oh, I do my podcast.
Yeah.
And now they're looking at you like, wow, how'd you do that? Like, like, not remember?
Yeah.
You guys all said, why am I doing this? Why is he making those little videos?
Oh yeah. They'll make fun of you until it works.
Yeah, for sure. Every time. That's what I've noticed in life. It's like I remember people making fun of me for football. Even like
Yeah.
you go to Jefferson. And to put into context, the division system in Ohio in football goes 1 through 7, 1 being the highest, 7 being the lowest. We were in a Division 6 football school, so I was always told my whole life. I was still undersized even when I went to college, but I was told my whole life I was undersized.
Mm-hmm.
But then you go to somewhere like Jefferson, like I'm 6'3", and I played center and offensive line, defensive line. You drop me off in Lima, or you drop me off in Columbus, I'm never going to be a defensive lineman. I'm not going to be a center. I'm probably going to be a guard. I'm going to figure out how to handle the ball like a guard. But growing up in Delphos, I was the biggest kid. So I already had that leg up, and halftime we were playing against people that were half my size, and they were offensive linemen. But when I made it, they just made more excuses. Now it's the next thing. They go, well, he's not going to go to the NFL. I already did something else. So,
Yeah. It's always the ones that aren't doing anything,
For
they're
sure.
just sitting back watching, like, oh, at least you're trying.
That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you can try for something, just know you tried, and you can know you tried. I have that. I said, if you do something and you attempt to do it, you at least can tell yourself that you tried.
Yeah.
Compared to being 80 years old one day and sitting there, like, I wish I would have done this. I wish I
Exactly.
would have done this. Like, there's probably going to be some things that I still regret one level, but
Oh yeah.
as of right now, every time I feel like I'm going to feel like that, I do whatever it is I'm thinking about.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to look back and wish someday you wish you would have,
Yeah, for sure.
Or why not at least try?
100% though. We're just making sure we're still not technical difficulties here, guys.
Still rolling?
Yeah, I think she is. I don't want to press the space bar again this time though, because if I do, oh, we might just have some audio out for a second. That didn't look good.
Bro, we need to bring my laptop up here.
No, I think I might be able to save that though.
Did
I
you?
might be able to get that audio back. If we do, I say fuck it, and that should be our podcast.
You think? No outro or nothing?
It's like 15. Well, we can get outro and stuff.
Oh, let's